this is Simon's Whispers. So, I was looking online at some what were called awesome facts, and I found some that might qualify as pretty awesome. There are 50 here, and the first one is going to blow your mind. Okay, it's not. I'm overselling it slightly, but here we go. Number 1. In 1889, the Queen of Italy, Margherita Savoy, ordered the first pizza delivery. I wonder if that's true. Number 2. You can buy eel-flavoured ice cream in Japan. Why would you want eel-flavoured anything? Number 3. It's considered rude to write in red ink in Portugal. I can definitely believe that one. Number 4. Although the bobcat is rarely seen, it's the most common wildcat in North America. Lovely picture. Number 5. A cat's tail contains nearly 10% of all the bones in its body. Number 6. Gecko feet have nearly... Wow, that is quite impressive. So gecko feet have millions of tiny hairs that stick to surfaces with a special chemical bond and let them climb walls and hang on just by one toe. That's quite cool. The term astronaut comes from Greek words that mean star and sailor. I can think of, don't know, really. I'm not sure about, what about the word nautical? That's to do with sailors, isn't it? Maybe that hails from a Greek word, and maybe that's true too. Number 8. The calcium in our bones and the iron in our blood come from ancient explosions of giant stars. So we've all got bits of star inside of us. Very interesting. Number 9. The Nile crocodile can hold its breath underwater for up to 2 hours while watching its prey. Jellyfish, or jellies, as scientists call them, are not fish. They have no brain, no heart, and no bones. The Chinese giant salamander can grow to be 6 feet long, making it the largest salamander in the world. I'm not really sure if that qualifies as an awesome fact. People reportedly prefer blue toothbrushes over red ones. I can see why that one's in the awesome list, definitely. Some people used to believe that kissing a donkey could relieve a toothache. I love that. There's a picture of a donkey giving puppy dog eyes. Scientists makes us feel sleepy. Because the speed of Earth's rotation changes over time. A day in the age of dinosaurs was just 23 hours long. If that's a real fact, that's fantastic. I love that. Hummingbirds' wings can beat 200 times a second. I've definitely heard that one before. It's great. There are more than 1,200 water parks in North America. Interesting. A seahorse can move its eyes in opposite directions, all the better to scan the water for food and predators. To cook an egg, a sidewalk needs to be 158 degrees Fahrenheit, or, if you're in Britain, to cook an egg, the pavement needs to be 158 degrees Fahrenheit. I do prefer pavement. I think it's a much better word than sidewalk. It's not something you really hear at all here, apart from in films. Number 20. A group of jellyfish is not a herd or a school or a flock. It's called a smack. I didn't know that. A smack of jellyfish. I remember when I was probably about 14 years old or 13 years old, I remember being on holiday. It's a family holiday when we went to Spain, and me and my older brother, we'd gone out on some inflatables in the sea, and we always used to go out quite a way, which really, I suppose, looking back, isn't the safest thing to do if there's a tide that might take you away, but at that age I didn't really think about it the way I do now, I guess. So what I had was a huge rubber ring with handles on the side, and he had it was an inflatable pencil, a strange thing to have. So we'd gone quite a way out with these, and I do remember looking down, and we saw jellyfish everywhere, absolutely everywhere. So I suppose we were in the middle of a smack of jellyfish. Now I know what that's called. And I just remember climbing straight into the ring and kicking my legs to get away, like my life depended on it, which maybe it did. So we made it back to shore without being stung, but I wasn't really under the impression that you could get dangerous jellyfish in Spain. There are jellyfish everywhere, but I didn't know that, or whether there would be dangerous ones in Spain or not. So I still don't know, actually. Chances are they were absolutely harmless, I guess. Okay. It would take 100 Earths lined up end to end to stretch across the face of the sun. Wow. Less than 1% of Antarctica is ice-free. Now that is a fact that I did already know, but that's still a great fact, all the same. The highest wave ever surfed was as tall as a 10-story building. That's quite frightening. The Beagle Brigade, used in 21 international airports in the US, keeps a yearly our new house, we haven't got any fruit trees. Or anything like that. So I would like to grow rhubarb and cooking apples, but at some stage